Same. What I'm thinking right now is Amazon and Agi carry, and I hit my I hit my prediction. Oh yeah. Yeah, don't give that website out too much because I'm getting towards the top. My last 2 predictions have been right. I just need them to tip each other. So if they're listening, you guys,
Prepare
come on.
for battle.
It's looking spicy.
Thank you very much. I'm going LGD, by the way. I
That was hot.
have this sense,
That wasn't
and I just don't have to think about it. I could just say LGD. Thinking is like not my forte.
I mean, they have a save inside the Chronosphere, but they also have a save for Legion Commander Duel.
Ooh.
It's just, I think they can play around it. Like, they have so much stun, they have control, ET plus Faceless Void. This combo has been in Dota for a very long time.
It's a pretty disgusting combo. I miss the days of AA Void.
You just miss AA with anything. You need to start playing different heroes.
It still hasn't changed. Week 1 of
30
season 1,
seconds
you
to
guys
battle.
were telling me the same thing. Although I do want to try that Skywrath mid. That sounds fun. I'll give it a look and then tell you guys how it goes. So maybe somebody gets caught out of position here where they'll tip each other. Trying for those tips.
The
JT
battle begins.
trying to get in, possibly steal a rune, but it's just gonna be 2 for 2.
2 bounty runes apiece. No tips. So we'll see how this goes. Fly. And then all the way up into the safe lane. We've seen this Invoker plenty of times. And it feels like the Invoker struggles a little bit in lane. But also it falls off. Like, it doesn't feel like it gives as much. But he's got Exhort level 1.
He's got that damage. He's got that Sunstrike to possibly secure the range creep. Maybe on a second wave, because right now he's just right-clicking. Nothing to say. Nothing to CS. So far, 0.
So far.
So far, still 0. Gonna be 0.
We'll see if he can get 1. We'll keep watching. Still 0.
Still 0. Oh my god, Emo.
He's a god. Oh,
Refraction,
yeah.
Finally we get one.
He got 1.
This is pretty bad, because Invoker's sitting at 4 and 6. He went for that Forge Spirit to be able to get that extra damage, get a bit more denies.
Now he's
Usually it should not be that way. Like, Emo's outplaying him so hard.
This is getting a little one-sided. Cold Snap over mid. Emo trying to set up the Sunstrike, but predicted the wrong way, or nothing to say predicted the right way. Depending on how you want to see it. Forge Spirit's still going.
He's
got his one
completely
tango.
zoning him out of this lane. Water Rune will spawn. So, no Forge Spirit for another 5 seconds, but he could potentially just get the both of those. Like, send Forge Spirit on one side. He's going in. Nothing to say. He's actually dead.
Yes, indeed. I am first in
Emo.
everything.
Put the hurt on.
I want to see some extra mana regeneration on this Invoker. I see that he has Gloves queued up, bringing the Mango, bringing the Clarity. We'll pick up the Water Rune.
Guess into that unbranded Water Rune.
It's branded as H2O.
H2O. I feel like that's an available sponsor slot.
Bottom lane, one more hit needed. Uses a healing salve just to survive. Not sure it's worth it. Like, so he needs to deny himself. Okay,
That never
25
really seems
seconds.
worth it.
I don't think it's worth it.
We see it a lot, like these last second salves. And
You don't get the TP from this, from denying. So that's a big thing. You need to invest another 100 gold, use that first TP that you get for free,
or die again.
or die. Yeah.
Guess it depends. Me, I'm always stocked up on the TPs.
You're a prepper.
No, I die a lot. I don't prepare.
Prepare to, for the late game. Have those DPs ready. Buy a refresher, DP back. Potentially. So nothing to say, 12 CS, while Emo's sitting at 16 and 1. Pretty sure it should not go that way. Emo just single-handedly, alone, winning the mid lane after picking up the gloves. Now has the boots of speed and another clarity coming up to him.
Over Forge Spirit, just trying to mess with nothing to say. We'll fill up that water rune, and over in the top lane, Jin-Q trying to run. Body blocks from Faith Beyond are well placed. Also gets that salve off and gets a good duration out of it. It's not just that salve to death.
This is a very strong lane. From PSG.LGD, we can see 21 CS on Legion Commander. Lina as a position forward just feels really good right now. The extra 2 seconds on Fiery Soul makes a lot of difference. She deals the right-click damage. There is press the attack available. Look at that attack speed.
Fly taking a lot of damage up
He
towards
should die.
top.
Ollie should die.
Ollie might be dead here. Fairy Fire, Dragon Slave. Oh. He's playing Ring Around the Rosie. But eventually Faith Beyond will get the kill. I don't even think Fly feels comfortable going in on this.
He has no HP. Oracle will need to bring a healing salve. Just burning the raindrops on Ursa at the moment.
Five minutes into the game, just 1-1. CS being led by IG.
Let's see if he can cancel the salve. But nah, he's gonna go for full instead. While Ursa is regioning.
Has been killed.
Using that courier, and now time dilation, anchor smash, a couple right clicks coming through from Ame. No bashes. Tornado over mid. Kaka's in here. Earth Spike, Meteor, damage on him. They've got the Hex, the right clicks, and just one more needed, but they can't find nothing to say as he weaves through those trees. So ultimately, nothing to say does survive. He's still taking a lot of pressure. But he's recovered in terms of CS. 30 and 6.
A lot of those are jungle creeps. Mid lane, bottle will be refilled.
With the water runes coming out, I'm a little surprised they didn't nerf the TP bottle refill.
How'd you nerf it? Also give it 2 out of 3 charges?
Or
Same
just
thing they did.
not have it happen at all.
Money to burn.
Nah, I'm just thinking. I don't think it's too strong. It's a very cool aspect that we have in the game. Jin-Q still chasing. Tranquil Boots. Vendlace 375. Like Lina has.
Oh, they'll get a courier though. If they. Oh, no, they won't. Okay.
Courier very sneaky.
Went
My
behind
courier
those
would
trees.
probably go inside the pit, get killed by Roshan.
Here to deliver your items. Wrong customer. Roche.
Bottom lane, Faceless Void getting closer to level 6. JT also free farming on his Tidehunter. No surprise there, playing into Faceless Void. He has a Soul Ring for some extra mana, a bit of a strength damage, and now going into Hood, Phase Boots, which is okay. You're gonna need armor against all 3 cores, deal heavy physical damage, and Hood also gonna be good because Time Lock is as well magical against Lina. So JT should feel very comfortable in this game.
Yeah, JT loves seeing him on this Tidehunter. He's been picked up for the Legion Commander of Faith Beyond. And why just putting some pressure on JT, who does have that level 6? He's holding a point so far. And the Legion Commander will have that level 6, so they do have the duel available. We'll see how quickly they use that, as Jin-Q is only level 4 right now. He'd love to have that 6, have that Laguna Blade burst damage maybe to help secure the duel, but he's going for the stacking, and he's got it.
No luck for nothing to say. Rune spawns at the bottom. Lion picks up Arcane Rune. They could potentially get a kill on the bottom with Tidehunter, who's still saving a point for potentially Ravage. They have a good way of setting things up. A Sunstrike, 2 points in Earth Spike is enough. They also have a Kex.
Man, just standing right here next to JT. Fighting for CS. Jockeying for a couple of gold.
Is under attack.
We've got the sweep on it too. Not really going to be much follow-up to it. It's more, I would say, to let Ame get all the way back to lane. And Fly, he's looking for a kill top. They'll bring Jinkyu over. Faith Beyond is in some trouble. Did use that duel. LSA comes out, but they've got the enrage. Now they go after Jinkyu. Can they get the kill out of the Fly in return? Turns, right clicks in. Fly back over to the trees. Avoids the light strike array. And Fly again,
Radiant's
just
middle
trying to
tower is
juke,
under
trying to jive. Maybe even get a kill on a Jinkyu. Oh, he does.
What a play from Fly there. And Fate Beyond, he recognizes what he's done. Like, the way he cuts down the tree, uses the Earth Shock to dodge the stun at the critical moment, and then gets a kill, wraps around. I was like, he's using overpower. He's gonna go in.
Most important part, he tipped him. Gave him the tip. Prediction correct. Sunstrike on to Y. Just a little bit out of range. Chrono, he's going to survive. Anyway, in the sweep after this, they got the LSA, the damage on Takaka as well as JT. They got him and he ravaged.
He actually gets Y. Y was, staying in the XP range. Like, I want some of that. And
is under attack.
Tidehunter in the end dies, which is good for PSG.LGD. Faceless Void also surviving. Faceless Void going into
Dire's
the
middle
Fusel
tower
Blade.
is under attack.
Interesting. We've seen Ursa going for the Fusel in the previous game. This time around, Fly might go for the same build, considering that he has a Morbid Mask, so he can upgrade that. The Satanic later on.
Ooh, Hex, right clicks, the damage, no Chrono, Sunstrike down.
Finds me.
That will
Dire's middle
kill
tower
off
is under
Ame.
attack.
3 heroes brought down there to get that
Dire's
kill, plus the
structures are
4th
fortified.
included from a distance with the Sunstrike.
A lot of heroes at the bottom, and now they're going to put some pressure on the mid. With the catapult, refraction maxed out. Fate Beyond, he gets a kill, he gets the dual damage. They should beat a tower. Let's see if Emo can deny it. No, he can't. Jinkyu gets blasted. Templar Assassin will have Desolator 11 minutes in,
Tower is under attack.
which is still a good timing, staying at the top of the network.
Good feeling. And what I've noticed is a good amount of the time, too, we see Blink Dagger first on these TAs. So nothing to say doing it a little bit different going for the Deso.
I think it's just players that they think it's better.
Right.
Like this has been always. Like PA, sometimes you've seen like a Dragon Lance, but in 99% of the time it's either a Blink Dagger or a Deso.
Desolator. That's a Sealator. And right off that, they go to the
Radiant's
smoke.
bottom tower has fallen.
3-man smoke. They do have crew available in Roche.
Yeah, they have enough minus armor with the medallion. Mel is level 3, but they want to show...
Finger as well as the Sunstrike hit, but he just gets the time walk off.
And now they're like using this potentially information what's happening on the top. They know they will not go for Ame. They were waiting, like, do we go for a wraparound potentially, or do we just take the Roche? So it's gonna be Roche instead.
Yeah, they can't fight. They don't have Finger.
They just wanted to see where the heroes are, so they shot at the top lane, inside the pit. 12 minutes in, they took the Roshan. This first Roshan is not that big of a deal. It's some decent gold, nothing too fancy, but it's about that second Roshan. And stealing away Roshan from Ursa lineup is gonna be great. That second Roche is what everyone will aim for.
Yeah, big Roche potential. I think the early Roche means that Roche is going to be holding a shard early on into the game, too.
Templar Assassin Shard is a really good one. The long duration
so
silence, 3.5 when it's max. Like you can just find, let's say you find Oracle in the backlines with it. He's sitting on a trap. Pretty much a dead hero.
No false promise, nothing to give, nothing to say.
We have not used it, that one.
Enough.
Enough.
Yeah, well, I gotta keep doing
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
it. Faith Beyond. Going for the Solar Crest.
Maybe I'm not having a good read on these Invoker items. I've seen it, other Invokers also building it. Like, Hand of Midas, it's fine. You know, you want to max out your balls, Exort, Quas, and Vex. But then I see a Blink Dagger, I see a Witchblade. Is that really a thing?
Chrono. Through under the Invoker, and they should have this kill with the Laguna Blade. They do. Coming, getting credit. A little bit of revenge there.
Yeah, so isn't there a better item that they can go? That's just my question. I've seen it today already. It didn't look too good.
What would you go, though?
I'm just thinking, you know, what's better? They don't have the best setup. I think they put themselves in a bad spot trying to steal Invoker, because pretty sure PSG.LGD would take this Invoker with Faceless Void, with Lina. Orchid, like, it gets Urge X.
Right clicks, Earth Spike, Sunstrike with the finger. Ami ain't getting out of that one.
Like, you gotta get something. Yule Scepter just doesn't feel good at all.
The Invoker isn't that strong at the moment. They got the false promise off early. Earth Splitter comes in. Ali, though, as much as he got the false promise, the right click's coming in for nothing to say or enough to get the kill onto the Oracle to look over, and they have the damage to kill. One more shot, but they've got the Hex from Kaka. So that keeps JT alive. Faith Beyond looking after Evo, and with JT still alive here, that means they'll get the Anchor Smash, they have the damage, they'll get the kill on the Faith Beyond, they'll end up trading 1 for 1. I say that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, he's gone.
They needed one extra hit. The duel is really good. They have two of the best duels. The lockdown, the Tidehunter. You have duel. You have Chronosphere. He can't crack that off. Ahmed decides to go for Maelstrom, which is a much better choice than the Diffusal Blade. Gives you much more far potential. They're still thinking about going in. Minute and a half left on Aegis.
LSA right clicks in, gets the bashes. Jin-Q with the kill. Diffusal picked up by Fly, by the way.
Yeah, this seems to be the standard Ursa build these days, at least in China. Just Morbid Mask, which will be upgraded to Satanic at one point, and Diffusal Blade, which gives you that extra slow, and you burn a lot of mana.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Luna's got a lot of gold. I could see Jin-Q kind of transitioning into a 4th here. For sure.
729. Like, Diffusal got a couple of big upgrades. So, he's not, you know, Manta-style carrier. He's not an illusion carrier on Diffusals, which got nerfed. But for heroes who are not, it's a big buff. Agility +4, Intelligence +2, and the mana break damage from 80% to 100.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Heaven's Halberd being built for the Tidehunter. Nothing to say after what was the hard start of 3-4 waves against that Invoker. He's sitting top the net worth by 2,000.
As expected, like, it was a good Templar Assassin game to start with. It's just first few waves that he got really countered by Emo.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is
3
under
minutes
attack.
until that Roche is back up, because that means the Aegis is expired. It wasn't a big one, but they did up their lead to 3K.
It allowed them to play aggressive on the top lane. Like, Tidehunter was not using the Ravage on Templar Assassin because she was holding the Aegis. There's going to be a lot of minus armor. EP, once the aura is maxed out, is going to take
Dire's top tower
away
is
all
under
your
attack.
base armor,
Radiant's
Solar Crest on
middle
top of
tower
it,
is under
Deso,
attack.
Meld. You can try to do the math, but you're not gonna, okay, because it's quite a lot. Like, I'll do it for you.
All right, you got it.
You know, Meld is 8, Desolator is 6, so that's -14. Solar Crest is 6, so that's minus 22. And you're gonna have probably 0 because of the natural order.
Okay.
So potentially sitting at -22 armor. Okay.
Is there any more parts to that equation?
Nah, that's all. That's all I wanted to say.
So you have nothing more to say?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think the math checks out. Blink Dagger picked up for the Lion.
2 Blink Daggers, 1 on Tidehunter, one Lion. So right now they would love to take a fight. Use that Ravage. Next, Roche may respawn in 1:40. So maybe they wait a bit. Let's see if they have a smoke. There is one smoke on Oracle.
Dire's top tower
Say
is under
going for this
attack.
2-2 up top. Fusel slowing down Y. Press the attacks there. That investment coming in handy. Shown by the fact that he couldn't catch up.
Dire are scanning.
Legion happened to be there, so
Dire using a scan. They caught a
Radiant's middle
glimpse
tower
of
is
Y.
under attack.
But if they go on him, there is a potential turnaround, but they press the attack. And he's also using the Solar Crest on him just to keep him buffed. He's just the bait here.
Dire's
Yeah,
top tower
Because Ame,
is
he
under
knows.
attack.
Like, Ame was thinking about going back on the bottom lane,
Dire's top tower has fallen.
but he feels
Tornado.
very secure.
Meteor and the blink forward from Kaka landing the Earth Spike. No, the Earth is there. They've got the Hex. They'll have the Finger. The Sunstrike misses. The damage still more than enough for Nemo to get the kill on the GQ.
It's just to get the information out, keeping the tier 1 tower alive on a mid lane, which is still very important. Tier 1 tower also alive, so if they need to buy back to contest the second Roche, they have somewhere to TP to. And also it gives a bit more time for Faceless Void to farm his next item. Finishing the Sanj, very tanky, holding on to the apple, like he has 2.3k HP when power surges are on strength. And now going into Yasha.
Invisibility.
Let's see what this Roche timer is going to be. Oh, it's a long one. Full duration. It'll be some time until Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard are on the table. BKB gets picked up by the TA, still standing top of the net worth. And it's Ags next for the Invoker. So Witchblade, Blink Dagger, Boots of Travel, Ags. Is this the build that finally works for an Invoker? It could be. Cataclysm. Could be the damage that they need with like a nicely placed Ravage. Earth
It's
Splitter.
gonna be...
The damage out on a JT. Sorry to cut you off, but
Nah,
there is a
didn't
chase
have
on the
anything smart
watermelon.
to say anyway.
As is always the case, but they go in onto the TA. They've got the sleep. They have the trap. Do they have it? Oh,
He's gonna get out.
GT.
Radiant's
Just
middle
TP.
tower
Now I
is
feel
under
like I'm not
attack.
smart when I cut you off for no
JT
kill.
stands for Juking Tidehunter.
Yeah.
He gets out of the trouble.
Juking Templars.
Could be.
Now here's better. You're smart. Deny. On the 2-1
Radiant's
tower
middle
over mid.
has been denied.
And oh, blink caught again. Oh, the time walk, but they're with them. And they've got the blink, the chrono defensively.
Zoning Chrono. Gotta love it. But the good thing is Roche will respawn in 1 minute and 10 seconds. So they need to stall for
A minute.
another minute potentially. Because IG, they will want to contest Roche. They have the Ravage, they will have a Finger back online.
Money changes hands.
So that Roche means more than just surviving. Could be the difference here between the second Roche and not getting it. X out on the void, and he's going to try and survive.
Oh, that BKB.
With the press the attack.
Yep.
Now they've got the duel. They look over. They caught JT.
Ollie's
He's
not
no
close
longer
enough.
juking. He ends up getting to go after Ollie, and they've got themselves another kill. 2 big kills here, chrono or not. And, you know, Roche now up in 12.
This is why Shard from Legion Commander is one of the best ones. Yeah, no, it's 175.
Dire's middle
BKB
tower is
duration
under
with the attack speed, heal,
Dire's
the
structures
spell.
I know it's level 25, but the AoE press the attack. If you land it
Radiant's bottom
on all
tower
5,
is under
you're
attack.
technically giving 10 seconds of
Dire's
spell
middle tower
immunity.
is under attack.
Real
And if
11
you
seconds.
think about how BKB got nerfed, so it's not 10-second BKB anymore. It's 9 seconds now, so this is a buff. Anything that gives magic immunity. He tries to steal the Roshan with Sunstrike. I think PA should pick it up.
Yeah, shards there.
Yeah, shards there. Because Faceless Void one is a bit clowny.
Are scanning.
It's okay for the later stages of the game, but right now you're not going to invest in it. Ame, very tanky, has status resistance. He also went for health. He went for the strength talent. So it makes a lot of sense. Like BKB Satanic, he wants to be annoying. They don't have that. They do have burst damage, but with potentially one press the attack, they could turn things around.
Let's see if they can do that. 24 minutes in, 6K lead here for LGD. They'll have Chrono back up in a moment.
Radiant are scanning.
They're leading by a lot of experience.
Blessed me.
And here comes Man, this is such a farm TA at this point. Now, of course, you
It's
get
gonna
that
be one of
extra
the
mark.
swiftest Swift Link purchases for sure. Not sure it's needed. I don't think I've seen it before, like the rush. Usually we want to get a bit more damage. Maybe a Daedalus, because these heroes don't buy like butterflies, so MTP is not needed. Like Tidehunter will eventually get Heaven's Halberd, so there's going to be some mischance problematic.
Going in onto the Elder Tank. Chrono on the 4. One of them's an ally, but it's 3 enemies. They got the full punch through under the Invoker to start this one off. They get the Kunakaka, but they end up losing. Why? They looking for more, but now the Ravage is working. The Cataclysm, but they don't kill the Void. Firefly got a DQ, and Ame's moving in for more. Time dilation. And look at how slow they're moving with the press, the attack, spell immunity. They're going to continue to move forward. They get the Kunakaka. They look over at Emo. Down goes the Invoker. And JT will follow to the grave. Ollie gone. JT looking next. Full team wipe for the side of LGD. Rampage catching Q. Kaka calls GG again, just like that.
Oh, that's like this happened before. Like in the second season, they called GG's premature.